Globophobia, the fear of balloons. The source of fear may be the sound of balloons popping. Do I have that fear? Okay, it's not that bad. I mean, what could go wrong? It's just a pop. I wonder what the phobia is called for having the soul scared right out of you. Welcome back to Film Tricks with Daryn. My name's Daryn. I'm here to teach you some fun filmmaking tricks, tips, and how-tos with a sprinkle of my own personal flair. Woo! So, I did some fun green screen stuff, including making my soul kind of leave my body. So you want to see how I did that? Then let's jump right into the action. Let's gather everything we need. The subject, me, a balloon, a green screen backdrop, a green screen sheet, and something for me to sit on, like an apple box. Apple boxes are very useful pieces of film equipment. They can be used to prop up furniture, light stands, making an actor taller, or to provide temporary seats. I'm using my iPhone with an app called Filmic Pro that lets me control the video more than if I was just using my normal camera app. I'm lighting this simply with two lights coming from the left and right of me. If I didn't have some sort of light hitting me, I would be too dark, so always light your set, especially using green screen. You want the green to be nice and bright. Last is sound. I'm using my little field recorder wireless mic clipped to my shirt to record my voice. I'm not using my camera mic because it's far away and not great. Now on to filming. I'm going to film this once with me acting out the whole scene and reacting to it. Next is acting as my soul floating away. Now this is a little trickier because you're going to need either one big honking green screen or, like what I did, two green screens. One set up behind me and one over the apple boxes that I'm sitting on. The key to making this work is that I need to be surrounded by green, and anything that's not in green, I can't use. Another big trick, try not to fall off the apple boxes. Now on to editing. As always, I'm using Final Cut Pro, but you can apply these steps to almost any editing software. I already have my clips placed onto the timeline, the full acting clip and the green screen clip. I'm going to first mark the moment on the acting clip of when I want the effect to start. And to add a mark, you just have to hit the M key on your keyboard. Then you're going to trim the green screen clip. You're only going to need a couple of seconds of you floating around in the green. Next, I'm going to cut out all the areas that aren't green. I'm using an effect called a draw mask. This effect is like scissors meets connect the dots. Every place I click, it makes a dot, and when I connect the dots, everything outside of that shape I have made disappears. Then I'm going to add the keyer. The keyer is an effect that makes blue or green screens become transparent. And if you have enough light hitting the green/blue backdrop, there isn't any tweaking that needs to be added to the effect. Now with everything transparent, I'm going to drag the green screen clip on top of the acting clip. Two Daryns unite! I need to place my second self right where my first self is acting, so I'm going to open our easy transform button. The transform will let me move the clip around on the screen, and once I have it where I want it, comes animating me to fly away. We're going to stay in the transform, and moving to the top left, we're going to hit this button. It will look like a diamond with a plus in it. We're going to click that once. This is called a keyframe. Now, with point A set, I'm going to move my playhead on the timeline to when I want me to leave the frame. Then I'm going to grab my floating self and move it off the screen. That's point B. I can play it and see that I'm now moving off the screen. Yay! I want to give it some more movement, so I'm going to play through the clip and just drag my floating self around. The computer is making keyframes for me, so all I have to do is move the clip. I'm also going to make myself a little bit smaller as I leave the frame. I'm going to grab a blue corner, I'm going to pull that corner in, making me smaller over time. Now, I can click done and move on. I now want the effect to feel like it's coming from behind me, so I'm going to copy the acting clip and place it over top all of the clips. Now looking at it, it's not exciting because we just covered up all of our hard work, but we are going to go back to the draw mask and make this awesome. With the draw mask dropped onto the topmost clip, I'm going to cut around me with the effect, then animate the effect to follow my movements as I jump backward. You're going to need a lot of dots. To animate the dots moving, we're going to open up our inspector, which houses all the properties of that clip. Go to the active draw mask and click control points one time. Then I'm going to play forward the clip, moving all those dots to go around my body. Now we can see the green screen emerge from behind me. Success! Now let's make me more ethereal. I'm going to add a black and white filter onto my floating self. And with that looking sweet, I want to make myself transparent. We're going to go back into the inspector. Let's find blend mode. Beneath blend mode is opacity. Opacity at 100% is solid. Opacity at 0% is completely transparent. So let's change it to around 80%. Now with a couple of sound effects added to complete the vibe, you're done. Thank you so much for watching and supporting our little channel. I hope that you learned something cool and feel inspired to go out and make your own. And if you do, you better send that to me. Until next time, everybody, and remember, keep filming.